Hi guys, Sean the Bufflin here, and very sorry for any of my viewers that haven't or have been waiting for a video for me. I know I haven't done one since like mid 2017 or something or other. It's been a very long time. Obviously, season picking up work, doing more hours and stuff like that. I've been really busy, but I'm coming to you with our boy Silvally GX to report that that this is a deck profile of mine that I built for. It was just a 3 round league challenge, but there was good players there, good decks there, and I won the tournament. And not only did I win the tournament, but I 2-0'd everyone. So my tournament report was round one was Raichu GX with max elixirs and all the rest of it, but there was like a Tapu Koko sort of Acer Uller engine in there, so it's really hard for me to get around. And after tons and tons of healing of both games, I finally got around and managed to beat it by using fighting memories to knock out the Raichus and such. In round two, I faced Buzzwole, Lycanroc, with, I think there was a Zorok engine in there, I can't remember off the top of my head. But that was difficult as it hit for weakness. But I was fully expecting at least one, if not two, maybe more players to have turned up to this tournament with Buzzwole, and so there is a psychic memory in it. And with the upcoming metagame, I would also play a psychic memory in any of the tournaments you go to if you're going to play this deck, because Buzzwole is very strong, but Buzzwole's weakness is if you take their energy off the board with a big surprise knockout, they don't really have a way of pulling the game back unless they run the carbing break engine. So yeah, and then in round three, I faced Golly Zoroark or Zoroark Pod, whatever you want to call it. That whole Tour Reklev dot deck basically. There was a lot of changes, but very happy that I run special charge in this build because of that, because obviously enhanced damage and stuff. So anyway, I'll go through the profile and explain little things that make my deck different from the London one that was a very long time ago. It's the only representation this deck's had, but I've enjoyed this deck ever since, to be honest. So yeah, we have Silvally, Titanol, obviously, that's your main attacker. And then your backup attackers. Oh, Armor Press is really good, by the way. If you're going second in pretty much every matchup, Armor Press will mean that you will survive, unless they go somehow turn 2 Guardy with, like, Seeker Spring and DC attachment. But Armor Press will save you from a first impression knockout. It will save you from a full Riotous beat and knockout as well. So Armor Press very strong, actually won me the first game in the final. If it wasn't for that, then I would have outright lost because I didn't have another basic, and then I just went off with a Sycamore that I was saving. 2 Soul Stealer. Now, I'm still uncertain whether I want 2 of this card. Like, the card is amazing. I had this on the bench, and I got end into a hand of 2 Max Elixirs and a DCE and a Silvally. So I put my Silvally down, double Max Elixirs onto this, retreated my basic in the active, attached the DCE, and took a Blaster GX knockout on Lele on one point, and it was totally unsuspecting, and it was incredible. And literally from there, I just steamrolled the game. This is a card that, if there was space in the deck, I would run 2. This guy's such a dominant attacker, it's unreal. Like, your opponent's, as soon as he's got 2 energy on, he's basically, your opponent's forced to get rid of him, because with a choice band he hits for 190, which takes out like Lele and all sorts. It's so easy. Like, I had a practice game against a friend yesterday, and I had 6 energy on him at one point, and 6 energy is an additional 120 on top of its actual 100, which knocks out Glisspod, Zoroark, and even Silvally and such. A card's amazing. Free energy and choice band obviously hits Buzzwole, and that's pretty much the only reason why you run choice band, is pretty much because of this, and obviously for Blaster GX with the choice band as well. Registeel is the only guy that I'd probably consider cutting to one. Like, I only ever use one, and I only ever need one. And with Rescue Stretcher as well, I've never been in any part of the game where I've been like, damn, I wish I had a Registeel right now. Like, that never comes up, that you just want a Registeel that much. And then other support Pokemon are Double Lele, Kartana, which is incredible, E-Hammer in a Pokemon. You can use its GX attack if you get round to it. It's very unlikely. It is literally only in there just a, sort of like a meta play, but for a league challenge, it basically was pointless in the league challenge, but he's good in other games, like practicing with friends and stuff like that. So that's my Pokemon lineup anyway. I'm just going to move this back a bit. So move that over to there. Yeah, I'm still not greatly accomplished at doing these videos, but I'm doing my best. So again, support-wise, 4 Sycamore, obvious for anything that turbos energy from discard to field. You want, obviously, the energies in the bin. 4 Sycamore is just necessary. And I certainly wouldn't find myself in a position where I'd play Sophocles. 3N. N's not really a necessary card in this deck. Like, you'll never find yourself in a situation like late game. You don't want to see N. Like, you just want to be relying on your Engeru and, you know, saving your Rescue Stretcher and things like that. This is the only thing I want to try and find a fourth of. A space for a fourth of. Love our boy Guzma. Amazing in every matchup, because you, for the most time, if you're obviously playing the deck right and you have a Silvally and a Titanol on board, you'll always have like free retreat. So even if they knock out your Silvally, you can put another one down because you've got the other Titanol down. You'll still always have free retreat, which makes Guzma incredible, because it is effectively like a Lysander in that aspect. 2 Acerola. Acerola with Registeel with its 200 HP is kind of sickening, actually. So someone literally hit me for 190 with this, and I Acerola and picked it up, and they're like, alright then, cool. So yeah, Acerola, beast card. Obviously, everyone runs a one-off Bridget nowadays, minimum one-off, but pretty much the only deck that doesn't run it really is Volcanion. And my other draw supporter at the moment, and this is gonna stick because this is crazy good in this deck with the amount of items there are in this deck. Like, this is crazy good. I don't mind running items because Steel is resistant to Psychic, so I know obviously running too many items is always a big risk with Trash Launch, but Trash Launch seeing less play. Lily, if you open up a basic and a handful of items and a way to get to Bridget, or a way to get Lele to get not Bridget, sorry, a way to get to Lele or Lily, either or, is incredible. And then, so I'll move directly onto items. Items are all pretty standard, to be honest. So 4 Ultra Ball, obviously, for maximum consistency and for discarding energies. 4 Max Elixir. It's so good. Like I say, the double Max Elixir DCE drop on a Celesteela with for Blaster GX and Lele basically steamrolled me in the game. Double Field Blower, because there are things that are just an absolute pain, like Fighting Fury Belt, Aether Paradise, Conservation Areas. There's such silly petty things that cause this deck trouble, and Field Blower is there to get rid of it. And you do actually need the two, because it's usually the silly petty things that get in the way of this deck that people are playing like a 3 or 4 count of. So you do need the Field Blower regardless. It's also obviously, you know, Garbotoxin counter, and Garbotoxin is a pain for this deck. 1 Special Charge. This is the only thing that I wouldn't run again at a League Challenge. So unnecessary. It wasn't necessary at all at League Challenge, to be honest. League Cup and more professional events, I would sustain this card. And in battles with friends, it has come in useful, but like I say, League Challenge, it was not useful at all. 1 Rescue Stretcher, self-explanatory. Now, my tool lineup is Double Fighting Memory. And you might be like, oh, everything's like, I thought that everything is Zoroark based, and it is, but like you don't need three fighting memory. It is actually overkill. I've tried it with three fighting memory, and there was really no point to it, because Buzzwole is still a big thing as well, and Buzzwole's a big problem because of its efficiency of an attacker. It proves too much of a trouble for this deck, so that's why you play the one psychic memory to go with it. And then your double choice bands. Double choice bands is good for either Registeel, Genesect, or Celesteela. If you find yourself in a bad enough situation that you're having to equip it to a Silvally when you've got your memories to help you out to hit for double damage, then something must be going really bad. Yeah, I know another card that I would like at 3, but it's like, what do I take out really? Again, Registeel maybe or something, but then the basic count's so low, and it's like I don't want to start with Tapu Lele. I'd rather have the other basic. And then there's a whopping 14 energy in this deck. So yeah, 10 steel and your 4 double colourless. And you need these because of Max Elixir. That's the whole reason why the deck's so strong, because you get so easy fast starts just with things like a Max Elixir and a DC attachment, and then or just a normal steel attachment to a different Pokemon if you got your DC hand, and then next turn just drop Silvally, drop the DCE, drop the fighting memory, away you go basically with hitting for stupid numbers on Pokemon that are weak. So anyway, that's my deck profile, guys, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope some of you will take it into consideration making this actual list and seeing where the consistency lies. Especially, honestly, amazing player of the deck, Lily. Crazy good player. And yeah, like it's always nice to have feedback and stuff like that and see where you think, like, if you think it's inconsistent. Like, it worked for me in, like I said, I 2-0'd all my games, and I even 2-0'd at Friends the other day. I 2-0'd Golisopod Zoroark of a different nature build that used floatstones and stuff like that, and more Acerolas, so it's more based on the actual Golisopod than the Zoroark, and I beat that 2-0 by 2 different players as well, so the deck runs good as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, so any feedback would be appreciated. Thank you all for watching, guys. Have a good day or good night, depending on where you're watching from. See you soon.